vital signs to history to review of system, physical exam, assessment, and plan. Everything is completely documented in the form of a full progress note, which can then be printed for multiple purposes. If you have any type of questions as we are going through presentation, you can please type them and I will entertain those questions and take care of them at the end. We are towards the end of our presentation. I will conclude in the next 5 minutes with some of the consolidated comprehensive features of the SequelMed EHR leading into the integrated solution. A closed visit finally leads to an electronic encounter form, and here is where we come to, just like we talked about in the beginning, about a complete integrated solution, an encounter form that automatically enters your charges for you based on what you have organized, what you have inputted from the very beginning. These charges come over here, and they are, if they are ready to be billed, because we know that while the physician is doing clinical examination, the charges can be billed, so they can click on ready to bill and still have it wait to sign off on it from a clinical point of view. And as soon as they select that, it will go over into ready to bill. And they can go, since our SequelMed EHR is a complete integrated solution, it will go directly into the practice management system, eliminating another aspect of manual entry, which would be the charge posting. So this going directly into the charge posting will allow the biller to just review and edit the claim and see if it needs to be billed according to the way it was documented by the physician. Based on security privilege, only then can a biller modify any of that information. One of the things that all this documentation leads to, like I said earlier, is patient chart. Any x-rays that you want to see. This exemplifies the document management type of integration, that any type of documents, whether they are transcription notes or progress notes or referral letters coming in from somewhere else, vis-a-vis fax or scanning, they can be put in documents to the extent of chest x-rays or MRIs or any type of radiological images. It also further facilitates what we call a flow sheet. And we had discussed earlier, based on the outcome analysis and reporting, that a flow sheet allows you to monitor the progress of patient over a period of time. In our SequelMed EHR, every element that is recorded or inputted or entered as a value is ultimately stored for analysis. Whether may it be an analysis in terms of a flow sheet, which you see right here, you can go, these are all the visits that the patient has, and you can scroll down throughout and see and monitor the progress of the patient over time and see what their different values, whether clinical or lab results or tests or medications, have been over a period of time. Furthermore, you can also plot them or do graphical analysis, excuse me, whether singly or individually, like by clicking on this chart button, which allows you to show this while you are examining the patient or later on to see the progress of the patient, or you can select multiple values and do a comparative graphical analysis. Both of these analyses are available at this point of care with a simple click, just like you just saw in the EMR. This allows you to do various kinds of reporting based on different clinical data. And just to show you an example, there are multiple reports then based on various criteria that can be used for whatever type of statistical or epidemiological purposes that you might want. Whether it's based on medication, I gave an example earlier. Let's say you wanted to see all the patients under the age of 30 who were prescribed erythromycin for acute ear infection. Any of those customizable search parameters can be reported on in SequelMed EHR. So going back to a complete analysis of the SequelMed EHR, what you have seen today is a complete administrative, financial, and clinical flow as facilitated by a SequelMed electronic health record. As I said in the beginning, that if implemented and approached properly, keeping in mind the paradigm shift that we talked about earlier, this will eventually fulfill the purpose of continuity of care record, CCR, as well as pay for performance. So physicians are able to focus on quality of patient care while at the same time access their records instead of in a manual way, in an electronic way, very efficiently, very logically, and very comfortably. With this, I hope that this has been an informational and educational presentation for everyone.